Hello, everyone. Today I'm taking you on an in-depth exploration of independent travel in Vienna. If this is your first time planning a trip to Vienna, make sure to watch this video all the way through. After all, Vienna is the city of music. And first-time visitors can easily get overwhelmed by transportation and accommodation issues, right? Don't worry, today I'll share all the essential knowledge and practical tips, covering basics, transportation and lodging, must-see attractions and cuisine, plus pitfall avoidance guides. I guarantee you'll navigate your first trip with ease and steer clear of common traps. First, here's a crucial piece of foundational knowledge. Vienna's German name is Wien, spelled W-I-N. Memorize this name, because at Vienna's bus stops, train stations, and on most transportation signs, you'll almost always see the German name, not the English Vienna. More crucially, some search engines may not recognize Vienna when checking train schedules. Always use Wien when booking tickets or searching routes to avoid errors. Additionally, note that Vienna's English pronunciation is Vienna, emphasizing the V sound at the beginning, not W to achieve. Next, let's explore Vienna's city layout, which is highly useful for choosing accommodations. The entire city is divided into 23 numbered administrative districts, locally referred to as Stadtbezirk city districts, with individual areas called Stadtcity. These districts are arranged in concentric rings, with the core being the inner ring district, or District 1, commonly known as the inner city or city center. The vast majority of major attractions are concentrated here. Here's a super handy trick to identify districts. Check the postal code. The middle digit of the postal code indicates the district number. For example, in the postal code 1010 Wien, the middle one signifies District 1 this way. Whether you're looking at an accommodation address or consulting a map, you can instantly gauge the location's convenience. How convenient is that? Additionally, I recommend learning about Vienna's history before your trip. Otherwise, you'll miss out on so much when visiting the sites. Vienna's tourism heavily relies on its imperial history, particularly the Habsburg dynasty and the story of Empress Sissi. Doing some homework beforehand will make your sightseeing much more immersive, bringing the entire city to life in your eyes. If you're unsure where to start, I highly recommend watching the Netflix series Sissi, known in English as The Empress. While the series isn't entirely historically accurate, its compelling narrative provides a quick introduction to the Habsburgs' legacy. After watching, visiting sites like the Hofburg Palace or Schönbrunn Palace will reveal the stories behind each building. I know some might think pre-trip history study is nerdy, but it's incredibly useful. If you agree, drop a history in the comments to let me know. Next up is the accommodation question everyone cares about. After all, comfortable and convenient lodging significantly elevates your entire travel experience, right? As I've mentioned before, Vienna's 23 administrative districts each have distinct characteristics, and their accommodation options come with varying pros and cons. So, when choosing where to stay, it's crucial to base your decision on your specific needs. If your budget allows, staying in the first district is undoubtedly the most convenient. You can walk to all the core attractions, and it's home to Austria's most luxurious hotels. The downside is the steep cost. According to the latest data, monthly rent for a modern, fully furnished studio in District 1 ranges from €899.75 to €950.07. For short-term hotel stays, prices are 30% to 60% higher than surrounding areas, which can really hit your wallet. If you're looking to save some cash, I recommend checking out travel bloggers from Taiwan or local sources to learn about the distinct features of different neighborhoods. As long as your chosen location offers easy access to the city center via the metro, you'll be perfectly fine. Vienna's public transportation system is exceptionally convenient. During my previous visit, I stayed in the 13th district near Vienna Palace. Though slightly farther from the city center, the metro ride-in took only minutes, making it very convenient. Plus, I could walk to the palace daily for strolls, which was an amazing experience. In areas surrounding the 13th district, like the 1180th and 1230th districts, monthly rent for a studio apartment ranges from around 465 to 575 euros. Opting for short-term hotel stays here costs roughly half of what you'd pay in the first district, making it a great value. Besides the 13th district, inner-ring areas like Vienna's 2nd, 3rd, and 6th districts are also ideal for budget-conscious travelers. These areas offer convenient metro or tram connections to the city center. Staying here allows you to immerse yourself in local daily life, experience the authentic, lively atmosphere of Vienna, and enjoy very reasonable prices. When choosing accommodation, be sure to check reviews. Paying close attention to cleanliness, soundproofing, and whether practical services like luggage storage and free Wi-Fi are provided. These details directly impact your stay. Additionally, consider public transit accessibility. Choose accommodations within a 10-minute walk of a metro or tram station with direct routes to key attractions for seamless travel. Moving on to transportation, this is absolutely crucial for independent travelers. Pay close attention. There are 3 main ways to get from the airport to the city center, each with its pros and cons. The first is the CAT Express, or Airport Express, which is the most convenient public transport option. According to the latest data, a one-way ticket costs 11 euros, while the round-trip fare has not yet been updated. Though slightly pricier, it offers speed. It takes just 16 minutes to reach Vienna city center train station or the Vienna Tower station without any transfers. This is an excellent choice for those in a hurry or with heavy luggage. The CAT Express runs every 30 minutes. You can check the departure schedule in advance on the official website to avoid long waits. The second option is the S7 train. This mode of transport is more economical, with a one-way fare of just 4.30 euros. The journey takes about 25 minutes and stops at several stations along the way. Although slightly slower than the CAT Express, it offers excellent value for money. For those on a budget, this is a great choice. The S7 runs every 15 to 20 minutes, offering great flexibility. Boarding points are conveniently located within the airport terminal, eliminating the need for transfers. Note that S7 carriages are standard-sized and may get crowded during peak hours. Passengers with large luggage should plan ahead to secure storage space. The third option is airport taxis. You'll find the 40,100 taxi counter immediately upon exiting the airport, or you can book via their app. The latest fixed rate from the airport to the city center is 30 euros to 40 per vehicle, accommodating up to 4 passengers. Taxis become more economical for groups of 2 or more, or those with substantial luggage. Additionally, taxis can drop you directly at your accommodation entrance, eliminating the need to drag luggage through transfers, a significant convenience. However, during morning, evening rush hours or traffic congestion, taxis may be slower than trains, so allow ample time. Next, let's cover city transportation. Vienna boasts an excellent public transit system encompassing subways, trams, buses, and suburban trains, all using a unified ticketing system. A single ticket allows seamless transfers without needing separate tickets for each mode, making travel very convenient. Vienna's fare zones are straightforward, with nearly the entire city center falling within the core zone. Most visitors won't venture beyond this area except when traveling to the airport. Therefore, purchasing a ticket for the core zone is sufficient. It's important to note that Vienna's public transport operates on an honesty system, There are no ticket gates. And you don't need to swipe your ticket to enter. However, remember to validate your ticket after purchase. Validation means stamping the ticket with a date stamp at a validation machine to activate it. If caught by an inspector without a ticket or an invalidated ticket, you will be fined. According to the latest policy effective January 2026, the fine has increased to €135, replacing the previous sliding scale. Inspections are also quite frequent, so don't take chances. Regarding ticket types, choose based on your stay duration. For 1 to 2 day stays, purchase single-ride tickets or 10-ride tickets. Single-ride tickets cost €2.40 for adults and €1.20 for children. Valid for unlimited transfers within 80 minutes after validation. The price for 10-ride tickets has not been updated yet. It's suitable for infrequent travel. If staying 3 days or longer, please note, the 48-hour and 72-hour passes sold in 2025. Ceased sales as of January 1, 2026. The official recommendation is to purchase multiple 24-hour passes or opt for the 7-day pass. The latest 2026 prices are €10.20 for the 24-hour pass, €25.20 for the digital 7-day pass, and €28.90 for the paper 7-day pass. During the pass's validity period, you can enjoy unlimited rides on all public transportation within the core zone without needing to validate your ticket each time, making it extremely convenient. Additionally, 2 combo cards are available. One is the Vienna Welcome Card, which offers discounted rates and includes transportation and discounts at select attractions. The other is the Vienna City Card, issued by the city government. Beyond transportation, cardholders also enjoy discounts at over 200 attractions and restaurants. The basic 24-hour pass starts at €17, adding value-added services like airport transfers or hop-on hop-off buses increases the price to between €39 and €88. For visitors planning to explore multiple attractions, this card may offer better value. Navigation tools are also essential for getting around Vienna. Google Maps offers highly accurate navigation, providing precise subway, bus, and walking routes along with real-time updates on vehicle arrival times, an essential tool. Additionally, downloading the official Vienna Transport app is recommended. It allows you to check real-time schedules and route changes, and directly purchase e-tickets, making it very convenient. However, be sure to keep your mobile data connection active when out and about, as you'll need it for restaurant searches and transportation planning. Here, I recommend Airlo's ESIM card, which covers over 200 countries and regions worldwide, including Europe. I used this card during my previous trip to Vienna, and the network was exceptionally stable. Moreover, ESIM cards require no physical insertion. Simply purchase a plan and complete setup via the app before departure. Upon arrival, you can start using it immediately, avoiding the hassle of urgently searching for SIM cards at the airport. However, the validity period of the exclusive promo code HAPPY3 is currently unconfirmed. Whether it will be active from 2025 to 2026 before purchasing, check Airlo's official website for the latest promotions. Also, if traveling to Vienna by train, pay close attention to your arrival station. Vienna's main station is Wien Hauptbahnhof, but it's a newly built station from 2015 and isn't in the city center. The closest station to core attractions is Wien Stadtbahnhof. Other stations include Wien Mitteling in the southwest and Wien Westbahnhof in the west. Be extremely careful not to get off at the wrong station, as transferring would waste extra time and be quite troublesome. Now onto the attractions. Vienna boasts so many sites that even a week wouldn't cover them all. But most first-time visitors only have 3 or 4 days, and many attractions have pricey admission fees. Therefore, Careful planning is essential to see the most highlights for the least money. First, we strongly recommend prioritizing free attractions. Vienna boasts many excellent free sites where you can have a wonderful time without spending a dime. For example, all 23 city districts have district museums showcasing local history and folklore, all with free admission. Churches like St. Paul's Church and Minnery-Tankirch are not only free to visit but also stunning architectural gems. Furthermore, Vienna City Hall offers free guided tours every Monday and Thursday, led by professional guides who explain municipal operations. Tours are available in both German and English, and reservations can be made in advance on the official website. Additionally, green spaces like Prater Park and Belvedere Park are free to enter, perfect for leisurely strolls and experiencing Vienna's slow-paced lifestyle. Moreover, many museums offer free admission on the first Sunday of each month. According to the latest 2025 list, the Military History Museum and branches of the Vienna Museum such as the Beethoven Museum and Haydn House are included in the free admission program. The regular admission to the Vienna Museum's Karlsplatz branch is €8, but it's free on the first Sunday of each month. Visitors under 19 enjoy free admission year-round. Before your trip, check the museum's official website. You might just save on admission fees. If your budget allows or you have a particular passion for art and history, some attractions are truly worth paying to see. However, purchasing individual tickets can add up quickly. Therefore, if you plan to visit 5 or more paid attractions, the Vienna card is a must-buy. For a fixed fee, you gain unlimited access to all included attractions within the specified timeframe and skip the lines, saving you precious time. I purchased this pass during my Vienna research trip and visited nearly every must-see attraction, making it incredibly cost-effective. Note that 2025 to 2026 pass prices are not yet fully updated. Based on 2025 pricing, the 24-hour pass costs €64, the 48-hour pass €87, the 72-hour pass €109, and the 7-day pass €149. Additionally, the 48-hour and 72-hour passes ceased sales as of January 1, 2026. So I recommend choosing either the 24-hour pass or the 7-day pass. Next, I'll recommend several must-visit attractions offering exceptional value. First is the Albertina Museum, located within the Hofburg Palace complex. It not only houses masterpieces by renowned artists but also includes access to the Imperial Banquet Hall in its ticket price, allowing visitors to appreciate art while experiencing courtly life. Moreover, the museum building itself is stunning, featuring a terrace offering panoramic views of Vienna's cityscape. This one-stop experience makes it an absolute must-visit. As of November 2025, standard admission is €19.90, seniors aged 65 plus and youth under 26 pay €15.90, while children under 19 enter free. Vienna City card holders enjoy a discounted rate of €17.90. Please note that the Albertina's Klosterneuburg branch is currently closed and is scheduled to reopen between March and November 2026. Visitors planning to visit this branch should confirm its opening status in advance. Next are the palace attractions. Vienna's 3 most renowned palaces, the Hofburg, Schönbrunn, and Belvedere, possess unique characteristics, so it's recommended to focus on one for a thorough visit. The Hofburg Palace, located in the city center, houses several notable attractions like the Sissi Museum and the Spanish Riding School, appealing to those interested in royal history. According to the latest information, the combined ticket for the Hofburg Palace, Schönbrunn Palace, and the Imperial Silver Collection at the Sissi Museum costs €23.50. The base admission price has not been updated separately at this time. Schönbrunn Palace, situated southwest of the city center, boasts numerous fascinating museums and expansive gardens. Exploring it thoroughly requires a full day, making it perfect for visitors who enjoy leisurely pacing. Ticket prices for 2025 to 2026 have not yet been updated. The previous price was €12, with the gardens offering free access. Belvedere Palace functions more as a complex of art galleries, housing many precious paintings like Klimt's The Kiss, appealing to art enthusiasts. Ticket prices for this venue are also not publicly updated at this time. Regardless of which palace you choose to visit, it's recommended to go during the first hour after opening or the last hour before closing to avoid the crowds of tour groups. Otherwise, you'll find people everywhere in your photos, significantly diminishing the experience. For art-related attractions, the Kunsthistorisches Museum Art History Museum is highly recommended. Houses the private collection of the Habsburg family and is Austria's largest art collection. Its Renaissance-style architecture is exceptionally ornate. Even without viewing the exhibits, the building alone warrants a visit. Inside, you'll find the stylish central cafe if you get tired from exploring. Step in for a coffee and immerse yourself in Vienna's coffee culture. Ticket prices are currently unavailable, but the previous price was €16. Allow 3 to 4 hours for your visit to fully appreciate the art for contemporary art enthusiasts. The Vienna Museum of Modern Art offers exceptionally creative exhibits. For historical sites, I recommend two lesser-known yet outstanding options. First, the Habsburg House audio tour at the new Hofburg Palace. This self-guided audio route takes you through historical artifacts, narrating the rise and fall of the Habsburg Empire. Audio guides are available in multiple languages, including Chinese. Visiting other palaces afterward will feel more meaningful. Admission was previously €10, though prices may have changed. The other is the Austrian History Museum, also in the new Hofburg Palace, offering a quick overview of modern Austrian history. Admission was previously €8. You can visit both attractions together to save time. Here's a handy tip for navigating popular attractions. When visiting sites requiring audio guides like the Austrian National Gallery, opt for the earliest entry time slot. Upon entering, skip the first gallery and head straight to the rear galleries. Most visitors follow the audio guide sequence, listening to the first gallery's commentary before proceeding. This way, you'll get a head start and enjoy the later galleries uncrowded. You won't have to worry about others photobombing your shots. After exploring, you can always go back to the first gallery later. This method is incredibly useful. Also, don't miss a classical concert while in Vienna. After all, Vienna is the city of music, where composers like Mozart and Beethoven once lived. But be cautious, concert quality varies greatly, so never buy scalp tickets on the street. Most of those tickets are for performances specifically aimed at tourists, with lower artistic standards. Be sure to check online reviews in advance, compare the reputations of different venues, and choose a reputable concert hall to get a worthwhile experience. Next up is the most anticipated part, the food. When you come to Vienna, you absolutely must try the local classic dishes, or you'll have missed out. For savory options, I highly recommend the Wiener Schnitzel and the beef goulash soup. The Wiener Schnitzel is world-renowned for its crispy exterior and tender interior, offering an exceptional texture. It's typically served with potato salad or fresh greens. As of October 2025, prices range from €8 to €12 at budget-friendly restaurants, €12 to €18 at mid-range establishments, and over €18 at high-end venues. The goulash soup beef stew soup boasts a rich, velvety texture and is a perfect winter choice when paired with horseradish sauce and mashed potatoes. Main courses at mid-range restaurants average €10 to €15. For desserts, be sure to try Kaiserschmarrn, Apfelstrudel, and Esterhauskaya cake. Kaiserschmarrn is a pancake dish where the batter is torn into pieces, fried, dusted with powdered sugar, and served with apple sauce. Apfelstrudel should be enjoyed warm with vanilla so its crust is crispy and the filling is sweet. The Esterhaus cake boasts rich vanilla and almond flavors, more to my taste than the famous Sachertorte. While renowned, I find the Sachertorte a bit dry. Decide for yourself based on your preferences. Vienna's coffee culture is also admissible. Locals take coffee extremely seriously, even having their own specialized coffee terminology. Don't just stick to lattes and cappuccinos here, try authentic Viennese coffee like the Klein cappuccino, a single shot of espresso paired with a separate milk container so you can adjust the milk amount yourself. The Einspänner combines espresso with whipped cream, blending bitterness and sweetness perfectly. Or the Melange, featuring less milk than a cappuccino and dusted with cocoa powder, both visually appealing and delicious. As of 2025, takeaway coffee costs €1.50 to 2.00, while regular cafes charge €2.50 to 3.50. Specialty coffees start above €4. Most Viennese cafes boast long histories and elegant decor. Picking one to sit down, order a coffee with a pastry, and soak up the local slow-paced life is incredibly pleasant. However, be cautious when choosing restaurants. Many near tourist areas cater specifically to visitors, charging inflated prices for mediocre quality. Here are a few tips to avoid pitfalls. If the menu is only in English with translations in multiple languages, or if the restaurant displays large food pictures at the entrance, steer clear. 2. Venture away from main tourist streets and explore side streets. Locals frequented eateries near residential areas often offer better flavors and more reasonable prices. Neighborhoods in Districts 7 and 8, for instance, are dotted with small restaurants delivering exceptional value. Authentic Viennese cuisine can be enjoyed for €15 to 20 per person. Additionally, while social media famous spots like Fagermüller, Demo, and Kaffsusche serve tasty food, they come with steep prices and lengthy queues. These restaurants typically charge over €30 per person, and their service quality often suffers due to high customer volume. If you must try them, book in advance via their website or by phone to skip the line. Lower your expectations beforehand to avoid disappointment. To save on dining expenses, try street food. Vienna's streets are dotted with sausage stands, with the classic Käsekanne cheese-stuffed sausage being a standout. Served in a baguette with mustard sauce, it's incredibly tasty. According to the latest 2025 data, street sausages cost between €2 and €4, while kebabs range from €4 to €6, very affordable. The most popular sausage stand is next to the Albertina Museum. You can take your purchase to the museum's terrace. Savoring the food while enjoying Vienna's street views, a truly wonderful experience. You can take your purchase to the museum's terrace. Savoring the food while enjoying Vienna's street views, a truly wonderful experience. Additionally, during summer, visit a Harriger, a local wine tavern. Austrian wineries serve their own wines here, paired with simple meals like cheese platters and meat selections. Prices are reasonable, averaging €15 to €20 per person. The atmosphere is incredibly cozy. Numerous such wine taverns dot Vienna's 19th district and nearby suburbs, easily accessible by public transport. There are even wine trails allowing you to hike between different wineries. Wine enthusiasts should definitely try this. It's a hidden gem few tourists discover. Of course, you don't have to stick strictly to Austrian cuisine. Vienna is a multicultural city with many Middle Eastern and Asian restaurants that not only taste great but are also cheaper than Austrian eateries in tourist areas. Switching things up occasionally is a good idea. For instance, The Turkish community in the 10th district has many authentic kebab shops where you can eat for just Euro 10 to 15 per persona, real bargain. Finally, here are a few practical tips for smoother travel once you arrive in Vienna. First, plan to explore early in the morning or late at night. Afternoons are peak times for tour groups, and major attractions become overcrowded. To truly experience Vienna's romance and tranquility and avoid having random passersby ruin your photos, visit sites during these off-peak hours. Second, always carry cash and small change. While many merchants accept cards, cash remains essential in numerous situations, especially coins. Public restrooms and train station lockers require coin payment. Most museum lockers also need coins, though you can request plastic tokens at the front desk if you lack coins. Third, train station lockers are incredibly cheap. Medium-sized lockers at Vienna's main station cost just Euro 2.5 for 24 hours and can hold 2 carry-on suitcases, a fantastic deal. If you need luggage storage, opt for the station lockers instead of hotel storage. They're far more economical. Fourth, mind your manners and safety. Viennese people tend to speak softly. Avoid loud conversations on public transport or in public spaces, as it may offend locals. While most staff in tourist areas speak English, learning a few simple German phrases shows courtesy. For greetings, say Guten Tag. For thanks, use Danke. Or for a more formal thank you, say Dankeschön. Additionally, always watch out for bike lanes. Vienna's sidewalks and bike lanes aren't clearly separated, making it easy to accidentally step into a bike lane and annoy cyclists. So pay close attention to road markings. Fifth, travel light. Many museums require you to store large bags or bulky coats in lockers. If you don't want to leave valuables behind, bring a small carry-on bag instead. It'll make things much easier. Sixth, avoid shopping on Sundays. Sundays are rest days in Vienna, with supermarkets and shopping malls closed. Only a few shops in tourist areas remain open. Be sure to purchase necessities in advance and avoid waiting until Sunday to shop. However, Vienna's traffic lights are quite charming. They feature couple designs. Originally installed for the Eurovision Song Contest, they became so popular they were permanently retained. Keep an eye out for them, they're incredibly cute. Finally, I want to say that Vienna is a city brimming with charm. Its beauty lies not only in its famous palaces and landmarks but also in the atmosphere of its streets, the aroma of coffee, and the melodies of music. On your first visit to Vienna, don't feel compelled to see every single attraction. Slow down, feel the rhythm of the city, and you'll truly experience its magic. I hope today's sharing proves helpful. Wishing you all a wonderful time in Vienna. If you found this guide useful, remember to like, subscribe, and share it with friends planning a trip to Vienna. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments. I'll respond to each one. See you in the next video. Bye for now.